Jonathan and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be playing with nothing new. So we are going to be doing a lot of Huda Beauty products today. I went through my collection and realized that I have quite a few of her stuff. Not everything, but quite a few. So I just kind of wanted to rediscover it and play with it and see if, you know, what I've missed, what I've, you know, want from the collection. And yeah, because sometimes, you know, you get super excited to like buy makeup and then you buy it and then it sits on a shelf, all that kind of stuff. And like when she comes out with like new releases, I'm like, well, did I actually like it the first time, or am I just going into the hype of like everyone is loving Huda Beauty right now? But yeah, not that everyone loves Huda Beauty, because that's not true. But anyways, let's just play with makeup today. I'm chatty, I'm kind of all over the place. Welcome to my life. So if you want to be part of the family, please don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and jump into this video. So like I said, we're going to use some Huda Beauty products. So this is the Desert Dusk palette. And I loved this palette so much when I first got it, and it's just been a while since I've used it. So we're going to jump in. I'm going to start deepening up the crease, or not really deepening. I'm lighting up the crease with Eden, this peach shade right here. I'm just going to tell you the shade names. It's just easier. That way, at least they're on the palette so you guys can find them. Hopefully this is still good. So one thing I will say about her eyeshadows is they generally feel pretty dry. I did not like her original, like first one she ever came out with. I did try it and I ended up returning it. They just felt super dry, even though the colors were so pretty. And then I know she did the remastered one, but by then I was like, meh. And then I felt like I was one of the few YouTubers that like did not like the last one that she released. Even though the shimmers were like super pretty, I just was not into it. I was just kind of like, I felt like every single look that I tried to do, I kept it for like a week and kept trying it out, and I was like, for the most part, all these looks are pink and purple. Like, there's not really any variation here. So even though it was a pretty palette, I just felt like I couldn't do a whole lot for it. Like for nudes, I just wish there was more. It's called a nude palette, I think. I wish there was more browns in it, you know? I love my browns. Next, I think we're gonna pick up the shade Blazing. I like how I say I think. I am. That is what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna pop that into the crease. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I just felt like playing with makeup, and sometimes it turns out great, sometimes it doesn't, you know? Depends on the day. So keep your fingers crossed. But yeah, I don't know. Lately, there hasn't been any makeup that's really inspired me or anything I've really been wanting to like do. Does anybody else feel like that? Like, I don't know. It's just been a slow start to 2019 as far as makeup wise goes, which I'm not really complaining because I obviously have a ton. So it's kind of nice because I can dip into stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm gonna do my new makeup releases video, which might be up before this one. But I was like, but I don't really want anything. Like, there's nothing that's like jumping out that I'm like, I need to get this right now, which is unusual. It's not a usual thing for me. All right, I'm going to further deepen up that crease with this dark brown here called Oud. I don't know. But I did go to a interview this weekend for group fitness classes. Not that I want to teach a lot, I just want to pick up a few classes a week. And it was the most awkward interview ever. It felt like I was in Bring It On, where it had like cheerleading auditions. That's what it was pretty much. It just had a whole bunch of audition stuff in there. So everyone came in and it didn't matter what classes you were like wanting to teach. You just had to do a 3 to 5 minute demo. But no one really, like, there was no extra information. It just said come in from 2 to 4. And then I emailed about like, hey, what are you looking for? Like what, you know, what classes are you looking for? And we just got there and they were like, it's a bad start to the whole thing. Because they were like, we're not actually hiring right now. We just want to see what you guys can do. And that way we have you for future purposes, which I'm like, great. But yeah, there's like 25, 30 of us. And then you weren't allowed to use any equipment. And it was just so awkward because like the girls that went first were like aqua instructors, and obviously we weren't in the water. So they were just like, I guess just picture that we're in the water. And then I am not a class taker. I don't know about you guys. Let me know if you love to take classes. I've never been into taking classes. It's just never been my personality. When I go to the gym, I like my own space. I don't want to work out with a group. And then as far as like the dance stuff goes, I'm not coordinated like that. Like, I've never been like that. My sisters are both, were both cheerleaders in high school, and I was like, it's stopping there. Like, I cannot learn a routine to save my life. It's bad. So I was just flailing around as they were teaching, like, because there was a lot of Zumba instructors and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not good at it. So 3 hours later, plus we had to go through a cycling round, which I hate cycling. My crotch hurts so bad. How do you girls do this? Like, I don't get it. I'm gonna go back in with that Eden shade and just take that up here a little bit more. I feel like we lost it a little bit. But yeah, I'm like, how do people do this on a normal basis? I have no idea. Not to mention, we will talk about something. So I hurt myself in all kinds of ways all the time. On the lid, oh, do I want to take, I love this Blood Moon shade, but then there's also this Turkish Delight, and I'm like, which one do I want to do? I think I'm going to do the Blood Moon shade. That sounds nice. Okay, but yeah, a few days before I had the auditions, like last week, my husband and I were on the couch, and I was getting up, and we have like the little seat holder, like drink holder on the side, and I'm just clumsy in general, and we've been using metal straws, trying to save the environment here, okay, and I fell, and I literally like impaled myself on a metal straw, like right below my butt cheek. And you might be thinking, it did not cause that much damage. It literally looks like someone put a cigarette out like right underneath my butt, and I like started bleeding and everything, and I'm just like, great. So during that cycling thing, I was in so much pain. It's still super bruised, and I'm just like, how did this happen? Like, who has ever heard of that happening? How? Like, I swear, weird things with me always happen. When I was little, I used to get this like giant lump behind my neck, and then that turned out to be just lymph node like problems, but for the longest time they were like, we don't know what's wrong with you or what's going on. It was like the size of a marble, and it hurt so bad, and they were just like, just suck on like hard candy. And even though it was painful, like that goes away, but it still comes back every once in a while. And then I had shingles when I was 15. That was fun. So that was all over my chest and arms, you know, so I got something like a 60-year-old man should get. And yeah, I've got a lot of stuff like that. Hit in the face with the golf club. I've had my jaw broken. I just get weird injuries that nobody else tends to get. I don't know why. Oh, and then it was so bad because my voice, like, I feel like everyone's like, oh, Italians yell, and I'm like, I can yell, but I don't yell often, like hardly ever. And so when it comes to teaching, I don't like, I think we're gonna try this like Twilight shade in the inner corner, because I have not used it, I don't think, in a really long, I mean, I haven't used any of these in a really long time, but I just want to add something different. Do I like that? No, I do not. We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna do Nefertiti. Nefertiti? And use the other side of this brush because I'm lazy today. That's the only thing. I wish there was a paler champagne shade. Like Nefertiti is more of a topper type thing. So we'll cover it up with concealer and then figure that part out. For right now, I'm just going to add liner and lashes, and let's start on the face. In with this Becca Backlit priming filter. I feel like, what happened to this? Like, I feel like this was everyone's favorite for a really long time, but apparently she old news because no one cares about her anymore. But that's okay. I'm gonna spray my face, unfortunately, with this. I'm actually just gonna spray my brush. That's what I'm gonna do. I hate spraying my face. But I remember this foundation. This is the faux filter, right? Is that what it's called? Tres Leches is the shade I have. So I remember it being super full coverage. I have not used this barely at all. I think I bought it at the time I was feeling like, it was still when I first started my channel a little bit over a year ago, and I was feeling very insecure about my face. My acne was a lot worse. I don't know. I went through a weird stage where my face just hated me. My face, my back, like, I don't know what happened. I just got acne for a while, and then I was really happy I didn't listen to the dermatologist recommended Accutane, and I was like, I'm not doing it. But yeah, it's gotten so much better to the point where now I don't feel like I need a full coverage foundation at all, or any foundation. I really just spot conceal. But we did buy her, so might as well use it. I liked the way that it like looks. It's just very, very full coverage and a little bit drying, but overall it's a nice foundation. I don't really have any complaints. Maybe if I just mix it in like a pump or something, but yeah, my face does look filtered. It's very beautiful. But yeah, I don't really need this full coverage foundation anymore. So it's so funny. I love these colors in my eyes, but look how sick I look right now. Like, I'm fine. I'm okay. But yeah, what I was gonna say though is they didn't give me a little microphone when I did my audition. They just had you like scream over music, and my voice cracks so bad. It's so embarrassing. Like, I'll just be yelling and I'm just like, Kee! Like, I'm just like, this is attractive. I'm sure this is what people want to hear from me. Oh my gosh, though, there were some Zumba people. I guess Zumba people are in their own little world. Some of them were awesome, and then some, I just felt like it was borderline in like a strip club where they just kept touching themselves, and I was like, am I supposed to do that? I feel very creepy right now and weird. But yeah, no Zumba for me. All right, so we're gonna go in with the shade Coconut in the concealer. And I've talked about this concealer before. I really do love this concealer. My only thing is I think it's like right now it feels nice and soothing with the tip, but you can't really control how much you squeeze out. And so I don't like that. Like, it just kind of squeezes out way too fast for me, and it's so full coverage that you really don't need much. And then I feel like I'm wasting it. So I'd rather have a different like applicator than the one it came with. I don't know what's going on outside, but it is annoying me very much. So I haven't used this thing in forever, and I was like, whoa, I should use this. For some reason, when it doesn't have a mirror, I stop reaching. Let's find something with a mirror. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with the Huda Beauty setting powder. I still really like this, even though it smells like grandma's. You know, I still really enjoy it. So I like this one, and it doesn't dry me out at all. I'm trying to use powders more, but I'm pretty lazy when it comes to loose powders, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like them, but I'm lazy, and I don't feel like doing it most of the time. It's just not my thing. So I don't think Huda Beauty, there's actually quite a lot of products that I feel like she's missing from her line so far. So we're gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer because I feel like I need a matte bronzer, and then we're gonna go over with like one of her shimmer-y-ish bronzers. So I'm gonna take this Bobbi Brown, oh, I said it right that time, look at that. Bronzer first, because I feel like it's not gonna be pretty if I just go in with a shimmery one. Usually shimmery ones I like layer on top of each other. I don't like to go in with just like a shimmery bronzer. I ain't going nowhere after this. I gotta take this all off to go do cardio, which I am hating every minute of it, you guys. I think that's probably why I've been in like a mood. Like, now that I'm starting like my cut as far as like losing weight, I am not as happy as I once was, which is always how it goes. I mean, I'm happy because I'm losing weight, but at the same time, I'm just like, my hair is always a mess now, to the point where I'm just like, I'm not fixing that. And then makeup wise, like, if I'm doing lifting, I'm totally fine with going with makeup on, but if I have to do, you know, cardio where I know I'm a sweater, I'm a man sweater, and it's not the same. Like, I'm just like, I need to take this off because I'm going to look awful at the end of this. So that's where I'm at in life right now. Yeah, I got nothing. We did take our dogs to my parents' house this weekend. My parents got like 2 kittens. When I say parents, I mean my mom. She went behind my dad's back and got 2 kittens, which is what she's always done to him. And of course he's always upset because he does not want a million animals in his house. But yeah, and I was like a little nervous about it, but they were actually really fine. The cats, Mowgli is my Weimaraner. You guys have probably seen him in some of my videos. He's the gray dog. All right, so this is the, what is this thing called? This is the 3D highlighter palette. I feel like she was coming out with these for a while. I'm kind of happy she stopped because it was a little bit too much. Just in my opinion, it was a little too much, too many. But I did really like this one. And I think she came out with like one for the winter, which I really wanted, but I was like, no, you don't need any more weird shade highlighters. So I'm gonna go in with this shade as like a bronzer topper. It's called Tahiti. Do you guys remember this? I still never use the cream side, but at least it's only one cream shade. But yeah, I haven't used this in forever. I think it's one too, like the pans started looking weird. Like they started looking a little, maybe that's just what used makeup looks like, and because I don't use enough of mine, when it does that, I'm just like, oh, what is happening? Time for something new. It's a bad habit to have. Don't do what I do. Okay, but yeah, it's a nice bronzer topper. It's too shimmery to go in like with just a bronze, you know? I feel the same way about the blush. So we're gonna do a very light wash, but these shimmery blushes just don't look good on my cheeks by themselves. So we'll do a light layer. But yeah, what do you guys want to see Huda Beauty come out with next? Like, I feel like the melted shadows were kind of a dud. I didn't feel like anyone really liked those that much. And then, has she came out with anything else that's like super interesting? I'm trying to think, like, I've never actually tried her lashes before. You guys know I'm a lazy lash person. It's just, let me live my life. I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's finish up the under eyes. All right, I'm gonna take this I'm gonna take this Marc Jacobs Fine Wine Liner. My eyes look pretty red. I think that's probably because I put that little bit of purple right here, and then, I don't know. I've been getting a lot of comments again about my red eyes, and it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. I have eye drops. I'm too lazy right now. Like I said, I'm taking this off once we're done anyway, so I'm okay with that. Like, I'm sorry. I have vampire vibes. Speaking of vampire vibes, have you guys been watching The Passage? I've been really into that lately. The acting is terrible, but I like the premise, like, of the show. But it's got the guy from, like, Saved by the Bell, which I never watched that show, but I guess it was a big deal. All right, so I'm gonna take the shade Oud again, that dark brown, on a tiny little brush and smoke out my lash line. All right, and then on a different brush, I'm gonna take Blazing, that orange, and just kind of buff this out a little bit. Ooh, did you guys see that the Adnan case? Like, if you guys ever listen to Serial, like, podcasts? If you have not, where have you been and what's wrong with you? I guess if you don't like murder stuff, you don't like that. But if you've ever listened to, like, the Serial podcast, they're making a documentary on HBO that comes out, I think, next week. And I am so excited. I'm so excited about that case. Like, I like to know your guys' opinions on that, and like if you think that he's guilty or not. I mean, I don't think he's completely innocent, but at the same time, I don't think like he did it on his own either. I don't know, it just doesn't really make sense to me as to why he would do something like that. I mean, really, why does anyone murder anyone? But I'm fascinated with cases like that and podcasts like that. So if you have recommendations, please let me know. I would like to know your guys' thoughts. So we are gonna pick this back up. I'm gonna go in with the highlight shade. So I'm gonna go with Seychelles, whatever. I'm gonna take that through here and the brow bone. Does anybody else like leave their brows? I don't really wash my brows every night. Do you guys? Like, is that a thing? Because I don't. And then when I finally do, I realize how little hair I have, and it's like the most depressing thing ever, and I absolutely hate it. I hate it. Okay, this is not Huda, but I grabbed this Fenty Island Bling. I just want to add a little bit more glitter. Just give my eyes a little bit of a pop. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys just in general. Just get ready and kind of relax and just play with makeup and not be stressed out. I feel like I'm really stressed out lately. And I can't exactly figure out why. I mean, I know it's like work-wise, but like, you know, you just get that feeling where you're just like, you can't settle down. Like you think you constantly need to be doing something. That's where I'm at. Okay, I do really remember liking this seashells shade. So I might fall back in love with this. Look how pretty that is. He's so nice. Yes. Bathe me in highlight. What the hell was I gonna say? I don't even know. We've been watching The Bachelor. It's almost over. Thank God, because I don't like this season at all. I don't like the guy. I'm just like, I don't like indecisive men. And I feel like he's just, you know, the way he's like tattling on everyone, where it's like, please tell me what this person said. Please tell me what this, and then he goes up to them and he's like, well, she said this. And I'm just like, you put that girl in a horrible situation. I don't like him. I don't like him. I'm just kind of like, I want my bachelor to have a pair, and he does not. Therefore, it's a little. I'm just waiting for this season to be over. All right, we're gonna go in this Huda Beauty like lip tin. This is all in Trendsetter. I feel like I don't use this more because I leave it in the tin and then I forget that I have it. So we will see. My lips are pretty dry today. I don't know what's going on. Oh, but I was gonna say about the cat thing, I have scratches like everywhere. Of course you guys can't see this. Okay, but like the cats hated the dogs other than one. And the dogs are terrified of the cats. Like, they got their face batted and they were just like, what is this thing trying to kill me? But it was very entertaining to watch. Evil little creatures. All right. So a little bit, like I thought Trendsetter was gonna be a little bit peachier, but it's more of like a deeper nude. Not that it's bad, but it's not my favorite, you know? All right, and then lastly, we're gonna add in this little bit of gloss and Snobby. And we will be done. All right, overall, I like the way this turned out. It's been, like I said, it's been a long time since I've used Huda Beauty products, so I kind of forgot what I liked and what I didn't like. The foundation actually doesn't feel as dry now that it's on my face. Like, I feel like I have expanded my foundation search since I've done this video, or like my first video using it. So it actually is not bad at all. Definitely full coverage. Definitely like, I mean, I feel like I have like a filter on my face for sure. So I'm excited to see what she comes out with in the future. Let me know other products of hers that you've tried. I've skipped over quite a few of her releases. Like she did do the like liquid shadows and I just did not hear the greatest things. And a lot of people said it hurt their eyes and I was like, I have sensitive eyes. Like I don't even want to try it. Like I'm good. But yeah, let me know your opinions of what you liked, what products you guys have. I really want her to come out with like bronzers and blushes. She is coming out with like some matte like bullet lipsticks, but I'd love to see more of like complexion stuff. But yeah, that is it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me any recommendations for future videos. I would love to do what you guys want to see. So if you like this one brand type thing, then let me know. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one.